video. I'm gonna adjust the camera here just a little bit. It's a little impromptu video this morning. I hope everybody's doing well out there. Just hanging out here, actually in a quiet place, in a cool place here in the bedroom, and it's got a really nice view outside here. I'm gonna see if I can get the chat to come up on the screen here. All messages are visible. And if anybody can hear me out there and this is okay, let me know. I'm gonna grab my laptop and back this up with my laptop. You all give me just a second here. Good morning to you all too. You just run it out that middle one there, bro. Just run it forward from there, out that middle one. Yeah. All right, sorry for that. Haven't done a live stream in a while. Been pretty busy. I'm just gonna kind of go slow here to start with, and let's let some more people join in. Good morning, Mr. President. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That's funny though. Let's just give everything a chance to kind of get going here, and I'm gonna open up where I'll read a lot of the comments on my screen here. Let me turn this volume off if it'll let me. Yeah, there we go. All right, we'll get going here. So, Poet's Corner, hello. N. Brun, good morning. Al, good to see you, good morning. What's up, James from Saginaw? Sound video good, thank you. Many of you here, I'm glad to see many of you. It's me, Lawrence, all of you. I'm glad to see you. I'm probably not going to read down on this on every comment, but you're welcome to ask some questions and I'll scan through here and there. It's almost your bedtime. Let me move on down right here. Hey James, I Facebook messaged you about tiling contractors in Saginaw. I wouldn't be able to help you on tiling contractors in Saginaw. Don't know for sure. I was about to publish my video for today. It's ready to publish right now. And there's things in the video that I did not want to address in a published video like that. For one thing is that almost anything you say, YouTube and Google, they want to punish you for saying certain words. I can put the word don't or dislike or any kind of negative connotation word, and their algorithm really slaps you down for that. And so those are mild keywords, so you can imagine if you brought up other words. So I want to talk to you all about this whole subdivision thing. Now, of course, when you live in a subdivision and it's a gated in community, it's pretty much a given there's going to be an HOA. That's just a given. We have actually kind of been in trouble here in this subdivision because we've never formed it. So anytime there's an issue and the police have been called by the neighbors for something, or the city involved in issues, what do they always tell the people that live in here? And this is not just me, I'm talking about everyone living in here. You need to form your HOA. Sorry, you need to form your HOA. You need to get security guards. You need to do this and that. Now, it's a pretty peaceful place here. It's a nice place. But as in anywhere, you're going to have occasional things that come up. One of the things that has happened here that I don't know if I ever told it on video or not, I really don't remember, is that our last trip here, when we were working on the house right up in the middle of daytime, I mean, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, there was some kids, I'd say pre-teen but close to teen, that they staked one guy out over here at the house across the street as a spotter, while they took and crawled inside my green truck, 2 others did, and was going through my green truck. Now that day we were doing some concrete work, and I had pulled a tarpaulin over the top of my truck to keep the cement dust and stuff off. Well, they used that tarpaulin to crawl underneath and get inside my vehicle, which I had not locked it because we were right there at it. And they were inside going through all my things and taking stuff and all. And Joelle happened to see feet hanging out from underneath the bottom of the truck. And another person that lives in the neighborhood happened to be coming around the corner. They seen them, they ran. And Joelle said that they had, it looked like a phone in their hand. Well, sure enough, my extra Note 9, I had put it in the console that morning, and I wanted it handy, so if I was recording, I could just open that console and use that phone for additional recording while I was out there on a big pour day. They grabbed it. I did a location on it and found the phone thrown in some bushes, so when they ran, I guess they got scared and they threw the phone. I recovered it thanks to Google Locate, and that's pretty cool. Then that same group again, one of the other neighbors that's a dentist up front, and his wife works at a bank, they saw some of the same ones again climbing out the side wall of a house going into a second floor window. Police and all was involved. We were in Boracay at the time, and so they contacted me, hey, can you come here and help? But we weren't nowhere around. We didn't know what was going on. But we found out later that they had caught these kids going into a house, and the police was involved and all. The thing is, these kids are associated with someone that's a caretaker of a house here in our subdivision. And so it's basically the caretaker's children and their friends that were doing this. Then we had all these teenagers from another neighborhood that, while there's been no school and they had nothing to do, they were roaming in big groups, especially at night, and they were going into our neighborhood. This was happening our last trip here. We were having to go out with lights at night, shine them, get onto them, and they were roaming our neighborhoods at night. Well, someone climbed over my next door neighbor's fence here and stole their bicycle out of their backyard. So you can see we have some reasons to start having concern. And down at our swimming pool that we plan to get back up and going now that we're going to form and have a budget here, they were taking the paving stones around the pool, smashing them, breaking them, smashing them in the pool. I caught them doing that. We ended up removing a bunch of those pavers from out, and I have them stacked up back here in the back, so that when we get ready to rebuild around our pool, now that we're forming and we'll have a budget for it, we have those things to put back. But a lot of this stemmed from the kids not having nothing to do, man, just nothing to do. They were, kids get in a group and they're bored. They were out roaming, even late at night, parents not watching them, and they were getting into people's things. And this isn't like, oh, we just live in a bad area. This stuff was actually going on all around in the Philippines. Now, the thing that really sparked it off recently, because I addressed all those issues privately before, and I don't share everything on YouTube. I handled all those issues before, and we got everything taken care of. But what happened is here recently, going around on social media, Facebook and Twitter and all that, locally here in the Philippines, there'll be these groups or messages between people just in the area, that it started what they call trending, which just everybody in a frenzy writing and sharing. And they were sharing out a fake story of kidnappings, and that there was these vans and they were kidnapping school children, and they were telling all these bad things, and that some teenagers had been abducted and all of this nonsense. Well, it turns out, that it was all fake stories. It was not true. And the police have even now found the person, which is not from around here, from a city far away in another part of the Philippines, that started all of it, and that person has now been arrested. But the thing is, it spread so quick throughout parts of the Philippines, and each community was saying it was in their community. So the story hit that it was in Iloilo, and the story hit it was in Bacolod, and the story hit it was up in Mandorrio, and it just bounced around to different parts. It was in Manila, and the story just went crazy throughout social media and throughout Filipinos without anybody ever once questioning its validity. And the police are trying to stop that story. So one of the things they did is they traced down the root of it, because they do have tools, they can do that. And they found the person that started it all, and that person got arrested. And since then, they have been trying to put out through real news, through the local agencies, and get the story dispelled. So they've been having announcements and all, and trying to get this stopped. But my neighbors believed it, and there was a rumor they even come in here. I mean, rumors. And they freaked out, and they said, oh my God, we got to secure our neighborhood. Well, cars pulling in here, including to see our house and visit us and stuff and take pictures here, with strange cars pulling in. And of course, I'm the root for that. And they wanted to stop. And they want to secure it. Well, I kind of been wanting to secure it anyway. Not about my subscribers coming, although we have some that pull up and they see us, and we'll even try to wave at them. And I'll take pictures and speed away. That's kind of creepy when I said some of it's borderline stalker. When you see us and you won't even stop and just say hello, but you're taking pictures of my house in front of my house, yeah, it makes you feel uneasy. And the last trip we were here, and a drone's right here flying just outside this window of our bedroom right here, down in our yard, behind our trees. That's stalkers. That's creepy. So I had a viewer call me out, oh, you're a good old boy, Texan, calling your viewers stalkers. Somebody that's flying a drone down low within 10 feet of the ground in my backyard, right directly in my yard, yes, I would call that stalkers. Somebody that's sitting at our front gate taking pictures of our house, and we walk towards them to say hello, and they speed away, how would you feel? So it was time to close the gates, even if it was based off of a false trending story out there to begin with. It was time that we form a community. It's time that we start paying dues in here. And it was time that we have some security issues addressed. And the thing is that we are a private subdivision. And that means the city's not going to come in here and fix our streets. The city's not going to come here and fix a busted sewer pipe on our mains. The city's not going to fix our swimming pool or our water tower and its pump. The city's not going to do none of that, because we are a private subdivision. So we want to have a nice place here, and the things are starting to kind of go downhill. But what is nice is that we're such a small subdivision. We're not thousands of homes. We're not hundreds of homes. Right now, we're 10 houses in here. 10 houses. And at the most it's probably ever going to have in here is maybe 30 to 50 houses, the end. So with that, we're not going to be one of these out of control HOAs, you know, and there's a million people complaining and there's thousands of people living in a subdivision. It's impossible for us to ever have that. That's one of the things I liked about it. We're in a subdivision outside of a city in a province area. We're quiet, relaxed, and most everybody knows everybody. And quite a few of the 10 houses that are in here are other mixed couples. We have like a Norwegian that's married with a Filipina. We have a Canadian across the street here with a Filipina. We have a U.S. citizen Filipino couple right over here on the other side. We have a German, and it goes on and on. Quite a few of us are foreigners in here. It's combined foreigner, Filipino owned. And so we're not ever going to be one of these really out of control subdivisions, and we're not out to tell somebody they can't plant a tree in their yard or any of that. But what we do want is where people pay their dues and we can pay the bill for our security lights inside here. We have an electric bill. We kind of been pitching in now, but some people just riding for free while just a few others are paying for everything. And so, man, these people that get on here and spill out all this negativity and stuff, y'all got to get in check. A lot of the people that commented on that with such negativity is the same type of thing that creates these stories like of the kidnappings that were not true. They were not true. They've investigated them every which way in many cities, and it all found to be false. And that's sad. And it wasn't kidnappings of foreigners. It was supposed to be of children. And so nevertheless, that's the deal. We're just a small community. We're a tiny little subdivision. We're a private subdivision. We need to take care of business in here. I've been taking care of doing the same tasks that I'm going to be doing now, just with a title. I've been doing it already for several years in here. That's why we have the nice, beautiful community that you see when I show the videos and I show our life in here. This isn't just happening. It's because there's been a lot of time dedicated into this community already of cleaning it up and keeping it under control. And that's why we have such a nice place here that you all see and enjoy on video. And we take an active part in our community. We donate to the farmers. We help take care of our neighborhood next door. We sponsor things. And it's just being an integrated part of your community and playing a role in the community. But in actuality, I don't like HOAs. I don't like the HOAs like in the US that's going to tell you what color shingles, what color brick, what kind of grass, where you can plant a tree, what kind of tree, that you can't grow vegetables. We're all had our little meeting and we agreed there ain't going to be none of that nonsense. So we're going to do it just a simple, peaceful way. And there's not many of us anyway, so it's really able to control. All right, so aside of that, I'm going to scroll now and I'm going to read some questions, and I just want to tell you what really brought all that on. Fake news, that's what brought it on. I'm sure you brought your sugar baby back from Manila. Yeah, my sugar baby's here, Jeannie. It's almost your bedtime. Well, you have a good night. Hello from Tulsa. Good morning, my Texas friend. Well, thank you, David. Good morning from Fort Worth. Thank you, Lonnie. No, I'm on my, says via Starlink, no, I'm on my PLDT fiber. Let me tell you about this. My PLDT fiber is so fast that if that little meter, like I did that speed test with in that video, it pegs that meter on upload and download as far as that meter will show. But the thing is, when it's good, it's good. But when it's bad, it's gone. We have a lot of times that we may go days with no service. And I'm putting out videos, you know, I'm YouTubing here. And so when I go days without videos because I can't upload, well, that hurts my algorithm. It hurts our income. It drops our views and things like that. And so one video in a day can pay for my month's service on Starlink and to have that backup. Plus, if we road trip and go somewhere else, I can throw it in the vehicle with me, plug it up wherever we stay or an inverter, and I have strong internet wherever we go. So it's kind of like a backup tool for this business. Then let's look at the other part of it. Let's say something bad happens, a typhoon comes through, knocks all the trees and the fiber lines down. Well, it could take days, weeks, or even months for that service to be restored. And we know some places that had services in areas before that after the storm knocked it out, they never put it back. Those people just no longer had their service anymore. So this is all about backup, backup, backup. And I like it. Plus, I want to support Starlink. I want to support their mission. So it's another reason that I have it as well. One more thing, look at what's happened up in Ukraine. Look what happens like in China, different things. We do have some tension happening up in Taiwan right up here right now. What if something happened to the communication systems here in the country? I'm not trying to fearmonger. Let's just look at the worst just for the fun of it, though. Or not the fun of it, but the reality of it. Well, then, at least I would have a way to communicate in and out of the country outside of the wired lines and the servers here in the country. So that's another peace of mind and backup as well. Some of you said that little dish is going to blow away. Well, you can bolt it down, but let's say that a typhoon is passing through. Simply bring it inside until the storm passes and put it back outside. It's portable, and that means that just simply pick it up, bring it inside, let the bad winds pass, set it back outside. It points itself. There's no calling a company. There's no employee has to come out and repoint, align your dish or anything. It's not like Dish Network or DirecTV or HughesNet or any of those companies. It's not like that. It points itself. It does it all. It's automated, and it's pretty cool. So that's the story on that. Hey, James from Austin, Texas. I can't. Then we got another one here. See, that was from Randy. I can't wait to see what you do with your stairs. Yeah, I'll be glad when we get around to that. It's going to be about a month more because we have a friend coming in town, and it's his first time in the Philippines, and we want to go out and enjoy with him without a whole work crew here. And on top of that, next week we're making a trip back to Manila, and we're taking my truck on a Roro. We've got something to go up there and retrieve and bring back down here to Panay Island on a ship on a Roro. So we're gonna probably spend a week up, not actually in Manila, in Luzon, in the southern part of Luzon, doing that. And then about that time is when Mok and a bunch of the crew that are working on the neighboring island over in Guimaras will be done up there, and they'll return here and we'll rock and roll again. Something I noticed, since you did your toilet and shower video, you seem to not be as laid back but a bit stressed. Have you been harassed? No, I'm looking at it in there right now, and it's not no problem to me. I just think that it's ridiculous, people's reactions. I went back and I looked at that video, and so many of you think that that toilet is crammed in front of that shower, and I'm like, why? And because it's not, we can really stand in there. But what it is, it's the camera. The camera skewed that in to fit all of that scene that I'm trying to fit into that frame right there. This camera's got like 5 lenses on the back, so it shrunk it in. And so I saw what some of you are talking about. It looks like it's up close on the shower, but it is actually a big space. There is like 3 something feet from the front of the toilet to the shower right there. In the video, it probably looked like it was 18, 20 inches. So I can see where some people could be misunderstood on that. No, I'm not stressed. I've got other things going on, we're trying to get settled in here and all, but I'm not stressed at all. Actually, I'm really enjoying just being here, kind of doing nothing a little bit right now. Our old dog's been having problems with people stopping it too. I saw he made a video on that before. I really like people to stop by. Mel said, I hope this don't spoil the fun of people popping up and seeing us. Look, it's not like that. A lot of you contact me. We had some subscribers just last night contacted me and said, hey, we're going to be coming through your area. We booked to stay at this resort that you showed before at Bearland, right down the beach from you. We would like to meet you all, and we're going to spend the night at this resort that I shared about on a beach stroll before. So that means our video created a customer for a local business to us, and that's great. And they were polite, and they set up a time, and I set up that we can visit for 2 different days and see each other, and them come on in and everything. Not a problem at all. We have other viewers too that we have plans with right now too that are coming in. Just don't do the sit in front of my house snapping pictures and speeding away when we wave at you, Maybe you're just shy to say hello, but it's also with my neighbors so up in the air right now with the fake news that everything's alarming to them right now. We really want to keep it where you guys can continue to come and see us and visit and share the house, sit down, have a drink like we've done with so many viewers. We don't want that to stop. Let me give you an example. James and Ness at My PI Dream. Great channel, great people. They live in a private subdivision. James is on the board in their private subdivision with his HOA. When visitors come to see James and Ness up in Lipa City, they have to let James and Ness know, or security lets them know, somebody's at the gate. They don't just drive on in and pull up to James and Ness's house. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. We just need to be respectful to our neighbors and kind of keep them comfortable with everything going on. Yeah, your HOA, it said Billy here, says my HOA in Las Vegas, find me for volunteer flowers growing my landscape rocks. Please don't go that far. Look, the subdivisions in the Philippines are not like that in the United States. They're just not. I'm telling you, I would never personally myself live in one of those in the US. But here, with the Philippines, it's a little bit different. And for what we were building here and being by the water and things, I did want to be in this subdivision like this. And I did want it to where we can keep people from blaring loud karaoke's all the time and having big all night drunk deals going on and pigs going in the backyard and all of that mayhem. I did want a side away from all that. And so I did make this choice, just like James and Ness made a choice to live in a neighborhood like that. And many of our viewers that have been here have also made those same choices. Now, sometimes these subdivisions really go defunct here in the Philippines, especially when they get older. And a lot of those are really big subdivisions too that it just gets out of hand, or they'll sign their rights off to the city so the city will come in and do the maintenance. And we don't want to do that either, because then these become public streets. No, we're not going to be doing none of that crazy stuff. We all agreed on it in day one. Curious, the kids try racing the chairs along your brand new floors. No, I don't know of any kids racing chairs here. Let's see, David, I caught 6 kids stealing things, called the police, and I was told nothing they can do. Having security here is the best thing we can do. And somebody wrote this morning and said that it was a sad video that I posted that of having security guards and all this, that it's so not Filipino. And I'm like, how is it so not Filipino? Because everywhere you walk in the Philippines is security guards. And every subdivision just about you go to is security guards. And I've lived all throughout different parts of the Philippines and many places in Manila. When we go visit Cat, we got to go through security guards. I mean, I don't know what part of the Philippines they've been in, but not everything's just rural countryside. Uh, so yeah, that's kind of funny. Um, Al's midlife crisis. This is why you can never leave a house empty. No, it's not good to leave a house empty. That's why we have family members to stay here. Definitely don't leave a house empty. Filipinos don't. They a lot of times they'll leave somebody even when they go to the store. Somebody stays behind with the house. I got two big dogs with a wall yard, no trouble. Yeah, I don't want big dogs in here. I want it where guests can come here without feeling in fear of a gnashing dog, or I don't want to listen to a constant barking dog, not even my own. I don't want that. So, kids not having nothing to do, it's not a reason to steal or distort property. It all starts at home. Yeah, the parents not taking care of business, but they took care of business once it all came out in the air and all that had stopped. Um, yeah, do not Facebook, do not Twitter, stay off all social media. You know, we don't even push social media with this YouTube channel. I just don't like to get into it. Um, Name one thing that social media has helped with in the world. I can name one thing. Like Facebook and all has connected people that lost contact with each other, that haven't seen each other in years, a way to communicate and catch up with old friends and things like that. That's nice. It's a platform that families that are spread across the world or in different states and stuff, they can share things going on between each other. That is a positive side of it. I know the rest can go really downhill from there. Um, G Dog, good morning. Hire some expat Marine to set up a perimeter. Nah, we got it. This is really simple here. It's not that big a deal. What we are going to do right now is work with the local barangay, and they're going to assign people here for a while at our front gate. We're going to rotate through. We're going to pay them for their time, and then eventually, as we get better organized, we'll make a contract with a security service. It's very common here everywhere. It's just very common. Um, Absolutely. BR, where did you say you got the corner standing shelf in your bedroom? It's cute. I got that at City Hardware, and I seem to have more of them there right now. Google up and find a City Hardware in your area. I just seen they had some stock of them again right now. And there's some other stores that are selling the same brand stuff throughout here in the Philippines too. Actually, we saw that same one in the U.S. Um, so let's see here. Where did you say you got that? And then with Ronald Jackson, James, I don't know why you let them get to you. I'm not letting nobody get to me. My life is enjoyable. Enjoyable. All I do is sometimes I address things so that they don't get out of control. Say like that fake news narrative out there that got out of control. I'll shoot it down and I'll tell it like it is, and that's the Texan in me. That's not feeding in the trolls. That's taking care of business. That's keeping the nonsense off your channel and not letting it get out of control and letting people just start running wild with the bullshit. That's just taking care of business, and that's the Texan in me to put my boot down on it and take care of it. If you don't know how to do that, well, then that's probably maybe why sometimes things do get out of control for you. And I don't mean that directly at you. I mean out there in people in general. So that's not a punch on the nose, okay? Okay, Ronald. A poet's corner. Privacy important to family. It is. Uncaged Texan. Difference in Texas is that we would use the drones for target practice. That's right. That is right. You know, that's why I don't shoot with my drone a whole lot. I want to respect other people's privacy. I know how that felt even with that in my backyard. Well, I imagine other people probably feel the same way. There's a drone over my house in my yard. So I'm big to respect other people. So a lot of times if I do shoot a drone footage, I'll shoot it up really high or straight down the street, and usually I know my neighbors aren't home or something like that, but I'm not landing in their backyard or nothing. I just really like to be respectful of people. Um, you tune to learn about how house bills should not include people who want to harm you. Um, I really wouldn't say they're trying to harm us. It's Ronald Jackson, you're the most honest person I've seen on YouTube channels, and I know we probably have a difference of opinion, but the reason I watch channels is because I'm honest. Absolutely, that's what I was just saying, Ronald. I just shoot down the BS right from the start, and just keep everything in check. It's called house cleaning. And Ronald, I do appreciate you always. I just tell you, Jazz and Kelly, hello. I'm glad I caught you live. Hey guys, Melinda's going to open a second box today. That first box of stuff, man, I went with her over giving some of it away. Even what she did, bringing her arms in small batches, they started snatching it and yanking it from her. Even when she couldn't control it, it was kind of shocking. I didn't video it. But man, people were putting on the clothes right there, Johnny, on the spot, man. They're putting shirts on, they're putting pants on right out there just underneath the coconut trees. And you guys have made a lot of people happy. I'm telling you, that very happy. Women, children, the guys, man. And so Melinda enjoyed it. She took it over in small batches over a couple day period. And man, thank you guys. We're going to do it again today. We absolutely are. Thank you so much, Jazz and Kelly. So much. Let's see, you might put up private property, no trespass signs. Nah, it's all USA stuff most likely anyway. We don't have the exact same laws here. Again, you're projecting United States HOA, you're projecting United States property signs and all that on the Philippines. I don't want signs everywhere that say no, 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 no. I don't want my place to be marked like no. I still want people to come see us and visit us. Just contact us so we can make plans. Maybe we have other guests when you show up. Maybe we have a private birthday party when you show up. We need a little heads up so that we can properly enjoy with you guys when you come, and we know you're coming. Okay? But I don't want to be the place of no. Not here. So, Al's midlife crisis. Glad to hear you're getting some security. Yeah, that's right. After all, it's the point of buying a subdivision. Absolutely. I told that in our earliest videos we ever made. Sure did. It's never been a mystery. Pierre, have a nice day. Time for us to sleep. Pierre, I appreciate you always. All this get a life, Drew. I don't want to play a part in all of that. Not surprised. Those signs would probably get stolen. That's funny. It's not that bad. It's just that we needed to get some things under control here. The biggest thing that we need is for all the homeowners and property owners to pay a due, and the only way we can go after them to pay a due so that we can keep up our property and pay our electricity bill for the subdivision. It has its own meter, its own account. And we have a caretaker in here that goes around, trims trees and handles some things. And we have to pay him. And the only way we can organize to do that and it not turn into a nightmare and be fair to everyone is to form a HOA. We're a small subdivision. Look it up. We are a tiny subdivision. There can only ever be so many homes. Hello, Melinda. Here, I'm live streaming here right now. You want to say hello? Jazz and Kelly's on here too.
Oh, you are live stream?
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
She brought me a bowl of Senegal.
I've been to my
I don't want to
place.
spill it, but Man, a
You want
nice
some rice
steaming
there?
bowl. I said, "God, no rice, please. Thank you." Yeah, I'll eat that in a little bit.
Yeah, hello, Jess and Kelly.
Yeah, I was telling him about you giving the stuff away and how it all went.
Yes,
And
yeah.
we're gonna do more today.
And like there's a lot of people come here and ask you, this you still have there more left? I said, oh, sorry, I give already, and I said that if maybe I open the one box, maybe I give you if there's some for the kids again. They're asking, because of course rumors spread so quick there.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
give those kinds of stuff, people gonna come or whatever it is. But honestly, thank you so much, Jess and Kelly. And even some of my nieces and nephew, they get some of it, of course.
Yeah, yeah, sure did. Very good. I have to tell you, we'll be doing that again today. Do you still have the puppy that you had a while ago? We've addressed it many times. I even made a video just about it. She got parvo. She got parvo during the COVID lockdowns, and even the veterinary clinics were closed. There was nothing we could do. We weren't here. It was a sad situation, and it happened during these lockdowns. So we really asked people to quit asking about that dog because it hurts us, because we really had got attached to that sweet little Lucy. And so I wish that everybody would quit asking. I know you care and you like the dog. We did too, but it was hard.
Oh, you have a lot of.
Yeah, we're gonna keep on
Yeah,
scrolling down
yeah.
through here.
Hello, everybody.
Let's see. I think it jumped because I haven't been keeping up with all of it. It was just so much here.
I've been next door, that's why I'm not here.
Here, I'm reading off these. That's real time, and this is where I'm trying to scroll back through. So I don't, like I say, I may end up skipping some of these. If I do, I apologize. Nobody get offended. When is your room's going to be ready to rent downstairs? I don't know. We're just wanting to not be so stressed on this trip and just every day being about work. Even though you hear knocking right now, we got one of her brothers working out there where our dirty kitchen's being made. So we have an outdoor kitchen until we get our indoor kitchen done. And we've got some guys doing some other things outside, but not in a big way. And so let's see what else we got here. The one, letting people understand the difference between culture. We don't need more of that. So we learned what we don't know, everything. Looks like there might be a little bit of discussion going back and forth between some subscribers. So I just stay out of all that. Y'all be nice to each other. Be respectful. Corey Ross, man, Corey. It is so nice to hear from you, sir. I have not heard from you in a while. Man, I'm glad I did this live stream. Just know some of you are all out there doing okay. I hear you about things, James. I've been here in the Philippines for a long time. Now, private life, safety reasons. Congrats to the president. You're doing a good thing. Hats off to you. Thank you, sir, very much. There's some messages that the algorithm holds back. I just want to tell y'all it shows me, but if y'all say anything really bad or words that YouTube don't like, it won't post your comment. So much respect for you, James and Mel. Thank you very much. Jazz and Kelly. Hey, hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much. AICS USA, you have a beautiful home and deserve to be able to enjoy it. Thank you very much. Al's Midlife Crisis, those kidnapping stories were all over Cebu. I have my friends and their kids all scared. I tried telling them it's nonsense, but they didn't believe me. You can Google it. There is 10 jillion articles out there on all major news agencies dispelling that and telling the investigations that was done that even led to some arrests, including the person that seeded the story to start with, which was actually a story already from back in 2019, that he just took that same story and started posting it again as a new story, fear-mongering. And people, react on it so fast, and then everybody swore, yeah, I just seen it. I just seen the van. It just tried to grab me. And
That's what I tried to explain with them here. I said it is
it was all fake story.
It's a fake story.
All the police chiefs of the major cities and the mayors and the news, the real news outlets are trying to let people know these are fake stories. Fake, fake, fake. That is the downside with the way things can spread so fast through social media. And people love to fearmonger, and they want by you fearmonger. But how can you not help it sometimes when it's saying something so sensitive like towards a child or anything, you know? You can't help from kind of getting a little scared until you do know if it's the truth or not. So they asked, where's Mel? Whoop.
I'm here now. Sorry,
Whoop,
I'm
there
late.
she is. Whoop,
Well, I was
there she
saying,
is.
I thought you were just doing a vlog. I didn't know that you are.
Oh, you know I was
live.
live streaming, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did it. I got a video ready to post, and I said, you know what? I just want to talk to you guys directly. So here we are. Melinda was out doing something. I didn't even say nothing to her, but I'm glad she's here now.
Yes.
Clifford Smallwood, howdy. Thank you. Mr. Biloxi Fireman, good morning. Good morning to you. Clifford Smallwood from Grand Lake, Oklahoma. Jackson Kelly, hello, howdy. Clifford, we'll move on down here. Kevin and Gemma, good watching this video. Now we understand more. Thank you. Yeah, there's always more. But even I noticed in my comment section, people are trying to make the worst of everything. The worst of everything. We can never have, I got a little bit of stiff neck if you can't tell. We can never have a real big HOA in here. There's only a limited amount of lots in this
Yes,
subdivision.
it's only a small area, and right now we are only 10 here.
And many of the houses are built on multiple lots. So, you know, if you had 100 lots and a bunch of houses built on 3 lots each, that really knocks down how many potential houses can ever be in here. And then some of these owners have owned many lots since what, back in 2005, 6, and 7.
We just reserved here.
And they just sat on them all these years, not doing nothing. We will be contacting them that they need to pay dues. Probably once we organize and we're all up with everything for our HOA, we can pressure them to pay dues. Maybe then they'll decide to do something with these lots that they left sitting empty. But kind of have bother us that they're sitting empty too, because it's less people in here. So for right now, we agreed that just all of us that are actually living here in the subdivision will put together and fix some of our amenities. And the ones that just own lots in here and didn't pay to go in on fixing those amenities, we'll politely ask them, pay your dues and enjoy it, or don't pay your dues and don't enjoy it. Right? Just keep it simple like that, you know. Don't just show up here and gonna camp out and have an enjoyable time at the pool that you didn't help fix. We'll kindly ask you to go away from the pool or come see us here and pay up all your dues and then go back and enjoy the pool. That's our plan. Yeah, that's our plan. But we want to do it all in a nice, kind way. We're not trying to tell nobody what color they can paint their house or that they can't plant a coconut tree
I understand some of the
inside.
people comments
Yeah.
that the HOA there in USA or in the West, it's very strict.
Very, very strict, and it gets
Yes.
out of hand. Yeah, but we're just a tiny little subdivision, so little. So it says right here, found an expensive drone in my backyard during a swimming pool renovation. It must have hit a tree, pulled out the battery, and then took a sledgehammer to it. Corey Ross, the Philippines is a great country to live in. To all foreign people, please have respect to the local community, people here, and please understand that things are different from the Western world, and they absolutely are. It can seem chaotic here sometimes. It can seem like, man, the streets are so unorganized and this is so unorganized. But they have a system that works for them. And if you'll quit trying to go against the grain in the system and go with the flow, you'll find that you'll just swim right along like a little fish. Yep. But if you just try to live your Western life 100% and bring all your Western world problems here, you're going to find that this is a rough place to live for you. Radley Smith, House of Staircase Handrail coming along. Later, we covered that. I'll do that later. We're not ready for that yet. Nor Fabros is in Philippines here, third world country, but we're happy here. We have freedom. Absolutely. I feel great freedom here.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's a great country. It doesn't have to have big, gigantic, super fast highways and high dollar bridges and everyone living in, cookie cutter homes and all of that to be a great country. It's a great country from the people that are in it and a really relaxing lifestyle. Mr. Blessed Fireman, how the tilapia doing? Was out there with them today, recording video finally for that, and that'll be coming out either tomorrow or the day after. Ronald Jackson's, he used common sense. Most wouldn't do that. I think he meant about the satellite in that situation. Yeah. Yes. Billy, hello from Rhode Island. Well, hello to you, sir.
Hello from Rhode Island.
Danny, hello from Vancouver, British Columbia. Well, hello to you.
Yes,
you too.
From Vancouver.
Yeah. Canuck. Let's see. I'll visit Iloilo in October. Can I visit your beach house? Yes. Absolutely, Danny. You can. When you're ready, right on the most new video that I put out that day or within the recent days, I follow all the comments and say, hey, I'm here. I want to come see you. That'll be probably the quickest response, faster than email or anything. Just write me in the comments. I'll get back with you and we will make it happen. We would absolutely love to have visitors. That's what I was telling him earlier, Melinda. If you were concerned too by it getting closed up on the gates and all that, it wouldn't be as fun because of our great viewers that come see us. I was explaining, it's just like James and Ness up in Lipa City at their subdivision. Everybody gets stopped at the gate and the guards contact them, or James and Ness will let the guards know that there's a visitor coming.
Well, actually, it's a good thing also. There's a positive way, for do that one, and it's for our security also, and for all the people here inside.
So, can you get Starlink in Philippines, or do you take it there from US? It will be available soon. They said the third quarter of the year, which is like about now, pretty soon, but we'll see. Mine's an RV, what they call mobile account, and I had to pay about $25 extra for that, but I can take it with me wherever I go. And I came here and I plugged it up, and I'll make another video. I had plugged it and left it running longer, and it has done really good, real good, and I'm happy to have it here. Let's see here. Let's see. We got Malloy West. A person's only work on what they do on their own time. These kids were bad kids, period, and they could have done something good instead. We're talking about like the ones that was tearing up around the pool, that got in my green truck, that climbed up into that house over here.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, I talked about that earlier. They got caught. Scott, this is Scott from McKinney, Texas. Well, hello from back home. Paul, you're back, James. Yeah. So, see, we're going to talk about the tilapia soon in the next couple of days. Hello, ladies and germs. I guess I'm the germ. Corey Ross, great video, James. Grateful for everything you do. Thank you. Yep, my tilapia are doing great. You'll be seeing those in the next couple of days of video. We were out there in the ponds with them this morning. I was wading in the water with my brother-in-law, with Marvin. I love the Philippine CR layout. I wish I had traveled and seen it before I built my house. It's great that you can sit down and use it as an in-toilet seat. And people said, oh, that the floor is always soaking wet. Well, that's according to how well you construct your CR. If you put your drains in properly and your floors slope properly and all, the water's gonna run out. I'm looking in there right now, it's
It's
dry
dry,
in there.
yes.
Our
Because
floor's
after
dry.
we took shower, it's dry quick.
Yeah,
I mean, the drink's really good.
because it has a properly installed drain and the water goes right away. That's the main thing, is if whoever built your CR did not properly install a drain and properly slope the floor the different directions so there's not puddles and standing water, you don't have that problem. It immediately goes away. I just used it in there this morning. I showered in there this morning. Melinda's used it, and it's still morning time now, and it's a completely dry floor. I'm looking at it over here right to my right
Yes.
right now. It's all in accordance to how well you do your work and you do your planning. I could understand we've been in the ones that's standing in water. We've went and rented at resorts and stuff and all, and you'd be like, what is all this mess? Yeah, we know. So yeah, killing two birds with one stone, that's right. Yeah, y'all two just, Drew and AICS, y'all just calm down with each other. I'm just skipping your messages because I don't even want to deal with it. But man, just everybody be respectful of each other. Sometimes people have different opinions, or sometimes they're misinformed opinions. I don't know even what y'all are talking about, be honest. Let's see, how do you say that? Skyly Litz, I'm always glued to your channel. Thank you for choosing Ilo as your second home.
Yes.
It's actually become the first home. It's Melinda's first home anyway, and it's become my first home. I was in love with Ilo well before I ever even knew Melinda, and then look here, what a treasure it gave me too, you know.
We're happy here. we are so content and happy here.
Man, we are. I just want to come there and fish in your tilapia tank. Well, they're doing good. Now, these aren't like a breed of tilapia.
Yes,
Like,
not a huge one.
You know, these aren't those that get real big and all. Like the black tilapia, and there's some other species out there as well. These are just a local breed that breed out in this brackish water out here. They end up here and we just scoop them up. They're just what you catch out of a river or anything here.
We're just only doing this one. The tilapia is for our hobby. Number one is for hobby, for our enjoyment.
Yeah, we're not trying to do a fish harvest and go to the market. Yeah. And right now, while we're still building the house, we just wanted something in there to just enjoy that we really don't have no investment in.
Yes.
Until we get more stuff done and we can do a better effort on that pond for how we truly want it. So they're just occupiers of space in there right now that we still enjoy.
But they still have a purpose, you know, if there's a food crisis, it's definitely you can eat them.
And they're definitely growing, aren't they?
Yeah,
and they're healthy. And get this, Melinda, did we aerate that pond the whole time we were gone?
No.
Did we run any kind of air pumps on it? Did we give them big, mass amount of food every day?
No.
And they're healthy, aren't they? Yeah. And there are hundreds in each tank. And so we're not spending a bunch of power and pumps and this and that right now on them, and they have done great. They really have. I think it really helps to have that depth to the water too. So, and I see some are apologizing here to each other. That's good. You see, I want to come there in a fish tank. Rich, love the bathroom and the toilet. Back in the 1980s, used just a bowl of toilets, no tanks for the back. I see, and it said up 50-gallon plastic trash cans. So that's still common here, Rich. There's a lot of households that just fill up a big trash can or tub with water in their CR, and they still sell. I can go up here to City Hardware or anywhere and buy this, just the bowl. It's not even made to even having a tank on it. Don't even have a P-trap in it, just a bowl. That's common here. You know, there's just people that their life's extremely simple, and they may tote water and fill up a barrel, or catch rainwater. There's lots of different ways. You know, there's a wide spectrum of lifestyles here, and fixtures and ways of doing things that go with those lifestyles.
Mhm.
And it don't mean any of them are bad. And we have a problem with any of it. Do you have a problem with any of it?
No.
No. I will use any of it. It all ends up the same in the end. Dana Jones, my buddy, has Starlink system. Him and his wife do full-time RV lifestyle, and Walk James, I will not be coming to visit you. Maybe visiting some Filipina, but not you. Man, choose a girl over me. Wow.
I'm with you.
That is funny.
It's fun.
Sorry for my stiff neck, man. I don't know
So you're
why.
not be a robot, no?
Yeah, I'm a little bit really stiff neck. Let's see, Dana, when the inflation, I think they meant when the inflation rate goes up, so does the crime rate. That is so true, so true. Um, you know, things are harder, and so people start doing desperate things and all too. But we really haven't had a big crime problem in here,
No, we don't.
but we want to keep it down. The main thing that triggered this off, like Melinda's standing here right now, I was telling the main thing that triggered this off was just the false story. Yeah, let's just don't show them the midsection.
Well,
Yeah, the main thing that triggered it off was a false story that really scared the community and scared communities all throughout the Philippines. Yeah.
sometimes, the rumors, they just add on it. They add extra word. Like the,
Yeah, it's not hard to contact ahead of time. No, I mean sometimes it's hard for me to get to everybody's messages because we are busy and have things going on and we're out and about, and I don't spend all my time on a phone or checking emails. It's just that's why I say if I get back with you, I get back with you. If I don't take it personal because I just get really busy. Corey Ross, I'm always busy with things here in Cebu with our few businesses, pay it forward as well, my local community. You know me, James, I love to help my local community and rebuild homes and feed and care. Absolutely, Corey. Let's see. Danny, when can I rent your Airbnb room downstairs house? I'm just not ready for none of that. Just not. Just we do want to focus to getting our house here done, and I think one of the rooms, even though I said I wasn't going to do a full-time rental in it, I think Cap is going to rent one of the rooms as a full-time renter here with us, my longtime friend, and I feel very comfortable with that. I think he's probably going to in October and move out here and live downstairs in one of those rooms. And I'm very happy and comfortable with that. He's been a renter for us for years back in Texas for many years. But we'll see how that works out, if it really happens or not. Let's see. I'm with you on wanting a quiet neighborhood. Absolutely. Man, y'all just don't know the trials and tribulations that I had when we lived next door over in that neighborhood and our little house that we had over there. Good morning, James. Thank you, Mark Cooper. Good to hear from you. James Paris. Hey, troublemaker. Serious topic. But we know, we know why they can keep a close eye on you as president if you're HOA. You know, they have no motive. We have good neighbors. We have a good community. They have no motive of wanting me to be up there other than I have already done so much in this community. They see how I do things. They see the improvements I've already done in this community and that I'm a go-getter. And a lot of them are busy too. They have jobs, like the dentist. He's busy all day. His wife works at a bank and she's busy. So we have a little bit more time, and we're here, boots on the ground inside the neighborhood, where they leave early in the morning and come in at night. And there's many of them that way. Yeah, if y'all got a farm, that's great. We don't have big land, and I didn't buy big land here because I wanted the beach lifestyle, and y'all be understanding that more here soon. Although I do wish we had a farm property here somewhat. But sometimes the investment, as expensive as land is here, is not worth the reward. Unless you happen to got one back when the land was cheaper, but it's went out of sight here. Corey Ross, God bless you, James and Mel, and your family there. Thank you very much. Why did I choose the Navara? Did you test drive other trucks available in the Philippines? You know, yes, I did. At the time, the Navara offered all of the creature comforts that I wanted. It was just completely loaded out. The Raptor, it did too, but I'm just wasn't into giving an extra $1,000,000 over what I did for that truck to have a Raptor. Didn't need all of that. I didn't need just to be driving an American name. It's only a name because the truck's still built in Thailand. My truck's built in Thailand. The Toyotas are built in Thailand, and those Ford Rangers and Raptors are built in Thailand. And I don't know. The truck was just a few months old. It was a repo to a bank. It had barely been driven. The price was really down. It saved me a lot of money over buying a new one. It still smelt new inside. It still had plastic that had never been peeled on a lot of the parts. It was a good deal. It saved me a lot of money. It's a good truck. I'd say the Toyota Hiluxes are just as good. They had a little less features than what I wanted, that I tend to enjoy with my Toyota truck that I have in the U.S., that I grew accustomed to those features. And so it's what I chose, and it's a good truck. The Mitsubishis, they're bad about that head unit and that display going out. They got a lot of other issues. Mitsubishis have always been known to have all these little troublesome things that happen around on them. The Isuzus, I don't know, I wasn't impressed with the interior, the quality of the seats. The Colorado truck's built off the same chassis as the Isuzu. They are the same truck, just with General Motors name on it. And every time we would go look at those Isuzus, the interior we looked at many of them, and the interior had an odd smell to it that I didn't like. So each to their own though, each to their own. But I like it. It seems like a pretty good little truck. Let's see, my LDR, long distance relationship, and I've been looking to build in Bacolod province. Not as an elaborate house as yours, but a house that is 3 bedrooms, 4 comfort rooms, and an open concept ground floor. Well, you said it's not as elaborate. But that's funny. Well, I hope you best of luck over on it. Outdoor kitchen and a place to have family celebrate. We wanted to build a house that complements this beachfront property. If we stroll down the beach down through here, there's many big houses right on the beachfront in there. That's already been around for a while.
Yes.
There's the Japanese, the German, there's the Swedish. Yeah, there's
Even the Filipino, rich Filipino.
and even well-off Filipinos. And so down this beach line, down through here is many nice places. I mean, there's a couple of them that are just out of this world that just put my place to shame, or our place to shame. There's some of them that just make this look minuscule. Trust me, we're not the big one on the map. There is some beautiful places. Well, there is. And what's that? Hernandez,
yeah, it is the one that I'm talking
Their
about.
property is-
They're ready for the.
their property is really grand. It is amazing. Yeah.
It's really the little mansion.
Yeah. Uh, so let's see right here. They see you go into KFC's, McDonald's, any mall, hospitals, and many more. They all have security guards. Everywhere has security guards. Somebody wrote today that by us putting guards on the subdivision in the front and all of this, armed guards, it's so un-Filipino. Like, it's very sad, it's so un-Filipino. And I'm like, every subdivision has guards.
Yes, it's just very common that subdivision there's a guard on them.
Everywhere you go in the
And
Philippines
that's
is
the
an
good
armed
thing
guard.
because if there's stranger, before you go inside to the subdivision, they ask, oh, where you gonna go? And like I said, it is only for the secure, for the people living.
It's my Aunt Shirley. Shirley Simon, that's my aunt. That's my mom's sister. So I just noticed that you're on. I'll watch later. Well, I thank you so much, Aunt Shirley and Uncle Rick, and I love y'all. BR, trust me, he's got mail for security. I know that's right. Miss Bolo and pocket knife. That girl is armed. Don Price just bought a small new subdivision outside of Legacy City. Got in way early before groundbreaking and bought several lots at a very good price. Any suggestions on trying to find a good contractor? I don't know anybody over in that area, anything. You need to just set on the ground floor right from the start when you're talking with a contractor. Set some rules and be very careful how you pass your money out. And really be there on site and make sure that the materials you pay for are actually going in your house and at the same spec, sizes, and mixes. Don't get too excited going, oh, I have a great contractor, and give out more money ahead of time than he's actually due, because then he has no incentive to finish your house and walks away. And we hear that all the time, do we not, Mel?
Yes.
All the time.
We hear a lot.
And even numerous of our subscribers that have come here. And it happened to James and Ness up in Lipa City
Not only
too.
what happened, the expats, it also happened to even those the Filipino.
And they do it even to fellow Filipinos. And I'm not saying that all contractors are bad, because I'm sure there are some wonderful contractors in the Philippines. And that's why you need to really get a list of houses that they have built. Ask this contractor for a list of houses, and you go talk, if you can, and visit some of those homeowners, and you ask them if they know of other houses, because maybe he only gave you the list of the ones he did right. And really do your homework, because it's a lot of money. I didn't use a contractor, so I didn't have that problem. But you got to do your homework. So many thought, oh, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. And then they found out he's not a great guy. So, oh, I have the most wonderful contractor. And then you talk to him a few months later and like, man, they took my money. I ended up having a finished house myself or hire another contractor. Charged me as much as the first contractor. And they end up with double the money in their project. We hear it again and again from our visitors that come see us here. And they are honest and they tell us their story, and we pass that forward. You know, you need to be warned. By the way, is your subdivision fenced all the way around? We have big, tall walls. We sure do. Since you can't own firearms in the Philippines, have you thought about taking your wife to buy? That's just private enough, so we don't want to talk about weaponries and stuff like that here. It'd be private. I wouldn't tell you if we did. You'd just be surprised, surprised, surprised. Yeah. That box was amazing. If others are anything like those people and went above and beyond, that's thousands of dollars worth of goods and shipping. You're right, Al, man. Jazz and Kelly, y'all rock. Let's go on down through here. I always hear good things happening. That's right. Jazz and Kelly, hello to Mel. Michael, good morning from Cavite. Appreciate everything you guys doing. They voted good man. Thank you. Jazz and Kelly, we got the MPP solar set up with a 200 amp hour battery for the office. Thank you so much for sharing your solar videos. Well, that's pretty cool. And thank you very much for telling me that. Mel, there you are. Hello, Mel. So we know how far we are behind. And see, hey, people on here, Go take a moment to give this vlog a like and thumbs up. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so
And,
much. Don't forget to give us thumbs up.
I know I still got a lot of comments here and all, but I'm not going to tell what we're doing yet. And if anybody on here that knows, please don't spill it out in the comments here because we don't want to tell it yet. But we do have a journey coming up next week, in the middle of next week, to go to Manila.
Yes.
And while we're in Manila, we have a friend that's going to fly in from Texas there, Mike, that goes biking with us, that rents from us and all. And it's his first trip in, and we're going to pick him up while we're in Manila. And when we return back, we're coming back on a Ro-Ro. We're going there on a Ro-Ro. He's going to go back here with us. And Cap is also going to buy a ticket on the same Ro-Ro. And Cap's going to take the journey to Manila and back with us. And one of Melinda's brothers is going to take the journey to Manila and back with us. We're actually not, when we say Manila, I really mean the North Capital region, and around by Laguna and Batangas and all down there. Although we will have to run up in Manila to pick up Mike at the airport. But that's going to be a fun journey. I just don't want to tell anything about that journey other than we're really excited for it. We're going to be in a very beautiful place. I'm going to have several days there. We're going to take some amazing video that you're going to get to see things outside of here. And I think it's going to be a great journey to share. And you know what? I get to take the Starlink with me. And so I get to use it while we travel and while we're going to be up high in some mountains and all too. And the signal's even better up in that northern part of the country. And so, yeah, once again, it's a good reason to have the Starlink. Really excited for the upcoming trip.
So that's the only thing with us, Starlink, you can bring wherever you go.
Yeah, we can bring it with us. Let's see, Bill Pruitt, James will come to you. It jumped on me, and I don't even know where it went. So, because I'm not a pro live streamer here. And let me see where we're at right now. I lost way back here. I'll scroll back and see if I recognize anything. And Big Dan shared out $5 to us. Appreciate that, Big Dan. Thank you so much. I just seen that as we're scrolling by right here. Appreciate you doing that. Man, it really took a jump on me. Let's see. I'm just going to start back up here. Let's see. Here we go, right here. I'm at it. Bill Pruitt, James, we'll come when you invite us and not before. Well, I'm inviting you now. You're welcome to come. But you want to check with me because, see, like, if you just pop up, we might be up in Manila. And the family's going to be here because we leave the house guarded. There's always people on site on our property, but they're not going to let you in because they don't know you. And so that's why you need to really check with us before. But contact us when you're ready to come, and we would be happy to have you here. Wayne Carr, hello from Maine. Drew, my LDR and McCall are both loving your channel. Thank you so much. Then we got Red here. Hello from
California.
From Southern California. Randy saying hello to Mel.
Hello, Randy.
I see Clifford Smallwood finished my chemo. Hope that went well. Doctor cleared me to go. Man, that is awesome. That is good news. Maybe we can find some time to come your way. Let's see. That I tell you, you're welcome, and really that's great news that you shared with us, and you hung tough in through that for sure, and glad that that's worked out for you. Corey Ross, Jazz and Kelly, yeah, they are great people. Like I say, we'll talk about the fish another time. Oh, your property security just arrived. Yeah, that's my security guard right there, boy. Man.
24 hours.
You seen what she did to a banana tree. Hello, James and Mel from Missouri. Let's see. Wow, Mel's blooming like a teenager. She's such a cutie.
Yes.
She's a forever teenager.
Thank you, sir.
I just told her that this morning, man. She's just such a darling. I never get tired of looking at her. Good evening from Oregon. Well, thank you, Don. Rich, remember in '86, went to Manila Mall, had to go to the bathroom and do, the wah-wah, and the stall had no toilet paper. So I asked him to give me a cup. He said, what for? Till it's no lids, use the water.
That's fine.
Wow, yeah, man. That you can get into some bad situations in the past in these malls, but here in just the past few years, they've started really upgrading facilities.
Here in Philippines, you always need to bring tissue always with you.
Sometimes they have a vending machine outside of the restroom, and you got to buy paper before you go in. Hopefully, before you go in.
Because most of the restaurants do not really provide the tissue paper.
Clint, hello from Dallas. Well, hello from back home. Mike, wow, live log, cool. James and Mel, thank you. Andrew Harris, hello from Chicago. Let's see. Kay Kiabu.
Aloha from Hawaii.
Well, aloha to you too. Let's see, what do you say? It would be Jacques Lewis. Hi, how's the brothers-in-law started construction crew yet? No. Mok and Ambin are working over on neighboring island. They're going to be finishing up a project this next month, and now should be back over here if everything goes well. Joel is sick right now and is just at home not feeling good. Nardo is actually here working for us right now. Nardo's a little small guy. He's helping do some cleanup tasks here in the subdivision and some beach restoration out here at the beach behind our house. And the brothers, Miller's helping partner with Nardo right now, and Marvin's doing some other tasks for me over here at the dirty kitchen. We do have a little work going on, but not in a major way. Small things. But everybody's kind of scattered though. Lots of glare coming from glass behind you. Yeah, it's okay. You can see me good enough. I know it is, but it'll just be what it is. It's the only place I could get quiet from the grinders and the hammer out there right now. James, missed you guys in Manila by a couple of days. Boy, you did. I think you wrote back at the time and we were right there close to each other, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been a different viewer. Willie, thank you for the live. Love a happy smile. Absolutely, thank you. Yep, there's Jeannie in the bottle. Yep.
Hi, I'm Jeannie.
Yeah, keep up the good work. I see Rich Pitt, hello from Ellis County once again, all back around home there in Texas. Thank you, Rich. Let's see, were you there for the abductions? Alien abductions. Yeah, I was watching for the UFOs. Let's see, Phil Coleman, just curious about how much are the lots there and what size they are. There's none available. They're all sold. They were 150 square meter to 185 square meter lots. Most of them were bought as double and triple lots.
Yes.
People combine them together for a nice big place.
A bunch of people come over here to inquire as well.
They're all sold.
Mm-hmm.
And you gotta watch out. There was a real estate agent trying to list these lots. They're not even for sale. We found that out. It's kind of crazy. I contact them and go, what the heck are y'all doing? And yeah, plus there was 2 lots that were not sold, and because the bank that had those possession of those lots, they were seized because of the bank doing some illegal activity. And so those are froze from being sold. They're in possession of the Central Bank of the Philippines. What y'all call that?
Banco de Oro.
Banco de Central.
Yes.
Yeah, the big bank. And nothing can happen on them. They're froze from any transaction taking place in those. And those are huge, more like commercial lots that are going to be big money whenever they do come available. big money. Way out of budget for a home because those are up on the front and they zone those as commercial. Even though we were told that there's not going to be no commercial in here, but then they told us they're zoned them as commercial. So things don't always stay the same. They see greetings from London, Ontario. Happy to see you back in the Philippines. If you're smart, you'll have rules for dogs. James Kelly's so jealous of what you're doing to your truck. Yeah, I've got the green truck, but yeah, there was people commenting about me making changes to the white truck, but and thinking it's just the country boy Texan wanting to do that. But you know who's actually behind wanting that truck done like that?
I like rugged stuff,
She wants the truck fixed up rugged.
I love hunting, shooting, joke.
Yeah, she likes the outdoors and rugged
And
and
I like
off-roading and all that. And are you not constantly on my butt for us to fix that truck up and it not be so ordinary? And hey, some people say it's going to devalue it. Well, we're not going to be out trying to hurry to sell it anyway. I will buy a vehicle and hold on to it for years, and I'll make it my own, or I'll make it her own, and we'll enjoy it and fix it up how we want. And for some of you that brought up about that you need to register those changes with LTO, I'm aware of that. The same thing with my green truck. When I added some things on it, I had to handle that. Appreciate y'all sharing that. Yeah, LTO can get real strict about truck accessories, but there are just tons of new trucks loaded out with accessories. But we're going to do our renewal on our registration. And so I'm getting all that done right now so that when we go to LTO, it'll already all be on there. But I appreciate y'all trying to do that heads up, and for other people, you gotta be careful what you add on your vehicle, because LTO kind of makes it hard about customizing in this country. But yet people still do it. Yes, go with the flow. Driving is a lot like go with the flow when driving. It is, I think they meant not, but it says lot driving in the States. Arnell Santos, James, you can issue car stickers for legit homeowners. No sticker, no entry. That's a good idea. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. That is a good idea. We have a small place in General Santos. Spent a total of 6 weeks in the Philippines. This is my second day back to work. Well, I'm glad that you got to go down there and enjoy for a little while. I want to do something. Instead of reading comments, let's do a little walk around in the house. We've sat here long enough, so I'm going to spin it around here. Y'all going to see this on video today. I put up ceiling fans in here yesterday. Cap and I worked on this one, and then last night I put this one up myself. We're just not done too much. Just I did want to put those up. I have been running this big fan right here, and it's just so noisy. It moves a lot of air, but it's noisy. And just kind of want to stir the air around the room, stir it up a little bit. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to go buy these ceiling fans. So Kat, myself, and our friend Tim, another expat, we went to City Hardware and bought these the other day. These are Westinghouse brand. And I like them. And man, they run so smooth and quiet. Sorry if I'm not pointing that perfect. I'll go over here and I'll turn them on. And being that I already pre-wired everything, there they go. Yeah, there they go. And so we got those put in. I didn't put any light bulbs in those globes because we had the 4 lights that go around the edge. All that will be in today's video. I'll talk about all that. Outside right now, Marvin is preparing where we're putting some cabinets and a sink for our dirty kitchen and grilling area outside here right now. So say hello to Marvin.
Hello.
And just a beautiful day. You got it all cleaned up. Just a beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful day. Yeah, we love being here. And the reason that it's so peaceful here, listen to that, just peaceful, is because we're in a subdivision that has a lease back on the beachfront that, yes, it's a public beach, but the Philippines does do lease backs. So say like this subdivision has a lease back and rights on the beach in front of the subdivision. It's all licensed with the government. And we all have our business permits up front on the subdivision. It's a licensed, legit subdivision. And that means that, you know, we do have such a wonderful place because it is a subdivision. And so that's why it's so nice here. Not saying there's not nice places around that are not in subdivisions, because there are, but usually you're going to have to own a big piece of property to where you have a big boundary around you, or way out in a far province, rural mountain area or something. Get that. But if you're like up in a thick populated area, and right up in a city and all, it's going to be hard to get the peace and quiet that we do have right here. So nice. Come here. Shh. Come up here to the light. Here, we're going to have a guest star here right now. And so I'm not reading the comments at the moment, but check out right here. Some of you remember my little buddy right here. Come say hello to the Lollipop King.
Say hi to everybody.
That's
Hi.
Marvin's son.
Hi. Hi, sir, nagalanto.
Yeah, wonderful life we have here. That's my little buddy right here. Well, we
That's
hang
my
out
nephew.
all the time. Yeah, we hang out all the time. Good life here, good life, good family life. Absolutely is. So I'm glad we actually come outside here and y'all can see the outdoors. Beautiful day here on the water. Just enjoying. I tell you, this place will make you lazy now. It will make you lazy.
Yeah, hi. Lollipop King. Hello. 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 I'm Lollipop King.
He's a cute boy. Cute. Yeah, this place will make you lazy. I can sit in there on that couch and look out the windows at this for hours on end. It is so great. It is so great.
So nice here. It's so nice. We're hurry up to come back over here.
Man, just like
Yes.
every day waking up in paradise, man.
Yeah.
The sunrises, looking through these coconut trees and the bananas and seeing the sun starting to light up out on the water and silhouetting out the trees and all. And then the same thing in the evening, the reverse of it. The way that the sun rises to the left side of us and it sets to the right side of us, we get that effect from both directions. And it's so nice.
Yeah, it's so nice to wake up very early here. Like me here, I woke up 5 a.m. I already start my day.
Yeah,
Doing my
I slept
chores.
in. Yeah, she will be gone, man. She hits that yard. You are out of here.
Yes. So this hour I already tired.
Yeah.
Mostly of it. I work very late in the morning.
So, you know what? It's been really nice. All of you joining in on here and visiting with us. Yep. Even, this is Melinda's mom's dog, but he likes to stay with us. And man, what a great dog.
It's my mom calling.
Her mom's calling her. I don't know how far I can go there. I might get out of range of the Wi-Fi in there, so we'll kind of stay close right here. Let's see, what does it say? I missed that comment. I didn't get to see it. Let me pull it back up here. Get back on stream. I would only need a boat to pull up and pick me up to fish every day. Yeah, resort life every day. It is a beautiful place you have there. I like the ceiling fans. I have them about every room in the house. Yeah, I just kind of hit a few of your comments here. Much love and respect for Sister Mel, the hardest working woman in all the vlog. I tell you, Mel, don't stop, man. She's wonderful. She grows us food here and stuff. I started that in our relationship in the beginning. I was growing, and Melinda just took over and just loved growing plants. And she, it's just become her passion of growing food and all. And we actually eat a lot of meals that I would say 80% of the ingredients are from right here out of our yard. It's amazing. It absolutely is. This is why I love the Philippines and family life. Yeah, it's wonderful. Wow, 21 grandchildren. Holy cow. Let me scroll on back. I'm just going to randomly hit some of your comments. Just I'm at the hospital for blood test today. I saw your video, so you're gonna get a fresh start on the test after the carnivore, stopping the carnivore. I can't do a straight carnivore, Justin. I have to have vegetables. My body craves for vegetables, and so I'm basing more like on that keto than just the carnivore. But I do eat pretty much a lot of protein. I stay away from the carbs. Definitely away from the carbs, but I have to have the vegetables, and I found that my energy and everything's better with vegetables included, especially like a lot of broccoli and things like that. It really makes a difference for me, and I'm gonna be watching Justin to see how things turn out on that. So I can only hold the camera out so far away from me and reach here to the screen, so I don't mean for it to be right up on my face. I'm sorry for that, guys. Let's see. Doing wonderful things. Keep up the good work. You know, I don't deal with this a lot. Let me see if I can turn this camera around. There we go. Check this out. This is better. Yeah, this is better. So we always harvest the coconuts and use them. We harvested quite a few down yesterday, and we made some nice coconut drinks and stuff from fresh coconut. Mel and them did, and the coconut trees just thrive here. So even though we're always harvesting and using the coconuts, they just stay growing so many more. It is very nice. All these resources right here in the yard. And then we'll put it down over here to the papayas too. Just so even that one tree I can get in focus, and that's one of many. Look at all those papayas. Yep, pretty cool, pretty cool. Well, I'm gonna close this out, and when we get done here, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see if I can zoom that out, but I don't know why it has to be so close on me. I'm gonna go ahead and post my daily video, so y'all watch that when we get off here. But everyone, I'm gonna end this live stream for the day. I got things I gotta go do, and I want to eat my lunch. And we'll talk to you on the next one. Appreciate the time with you all and all the nice comments. I appreciate 2 subscribers, 2 viewers that were apparently having a little tiff with each other and actually apologize with each other. That is awesome to read that too. And everybody just try to get along in this world. Take care, and God bless.